a lot been going on with me and Eddie behind the scenes that no one knows. Yes, we have been having a lot of encounters, but it's cool. It's cool.
What it do, YouTube? It's your boy KP. Today we're going to discuss the wildest story you probably ever hear, and that is the story of Brando Murphy, Eddie Murphy's long-lost son. Allegedly, in the late 2000s, an up-and-coming comedian by the name of Brando Murphy created a buzz throughout Hollywood for his almost scary resemblance to comedy legend Eddie Murphy. Brando would tour comedy clubs, attend parties, and even conduct interviews boldly stating that he is in fact Murphy's son.
But wait, there's more.
Not only did he lie about being Murphy's son, he had the audacity to go on tour. The tour was titled Sons of Comedy, headlined by Brando Murphy and Mason Pryor, son of the one and only Richard Pryor. Needless to say, this tour brought a lot of attention, especially from Eddie Murphy. And the lie wasn't the most blasphemous part of this. Some of the jokes did not help the situation either.
What kind of socks did your father wear? Were they knee-high? Were they short? Were they dress socks? I want to know. So me being a comic, I was like, I'll fuck with you. Actually, my father did wear socks, but not on his feet. He put it on his balls when he would masturbate. Well, you told me he liked the snug, dry feel.
Damn, that was pretty disturbing. But let's move on.
Careful about that 70s and 80s music. Real careful. Because if you a straight man, that 80s music will bring up every gay molecule in the human body.
Boo this man!
At this point, Eddie was fed up with Brando. In January 2014, TMZ reported that Eddie's legal team sent Brando a cease and desist, calling him out for changing his last name to insinuate that they were father and son. The name change, paired with the misleading comedy tour, wasn't Brando's last accusation. It was also reported that Brando showed up to Eddie's favorite coffee shop to shout out, "My father won't talk to me." These accusations were a slap in the face to Eddie, considering how important family is to the famed comedian. Despite being an icon in entertainment and the comedy space, Murphy decided to put his career on hold to spend more time with his children. During a 2021 interview, Eddie revealed that he made a conscious effort to prioritize them over his career. "If you put your children first, you never make a bad decision," stated Murphy. He also makes the statement that he is close with each and every one of his children. With all of this being said, it could be assumed that Murphy is very protective over his family unit, and that Brando is most definitely playing with fire if he wants any type of success in Hollywood. Unfortunately for Brando, this statement may have become his reality. After a number of cease and desist letters from Murphy and his celebrity attorney Marty Singer, Brando's comedy career came to a tragic halt. The situation seemed to be the downfall of Brando, but there are also two sides to every story, and Brando will not only tell his side, he will double down on some of his actions. After being trashed in the media and outed by Murphy, Brando filed a lawsuit that included Eddie Murphy, his legal team, and talk show host Wendy Williams for defamation. The lawsuit would end up being a total of $50 million awarded to Brando Murphy if he won.
$50 million?
Brando claimed in his court documents that the name Murphy is of Irish descent and not exclusive to Eddie Murphy, who is a black man of African ancestry and a purported African American. Eddie's legal team responded with, "This lawsuit is absolutely ridiculous, and we are confident that it will be immediately dismissed by the court." Obviously, with Eddie being a star, few media outlets would report Brando's full story, leading him to reach out to Urban Daily. Brando goes over a number of topics throughout the interview and gives the entire story of how this controversy started. Well, all I know is I was just killing the stages and we got ready to do a show called The Sons of Comedy. And I guess as I was doing my thing, making a little noise, word got back to Eddie. I don't know what got back to him, but we got ready to do Sons of Comedy. And next thing I know, I'm getting these harassing letters from Eddie telling me to cease and desist right before the show.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is not available. At the tone, please record your message.
Fucking playing with me, bitch. I'm not fucking playing with you, nigga. You got me fucked up.
Now, in this situation, most people would say that Brando is obviously trying to profit from Murphy's name, but it turns out Brando doesn't see it that way. Sons of Comedy is a brand name, just like the Kings of Comedy was. Who are on there? Steve Harvey, DL, Bernie Mac, Cedric? Can we really say they were Kings of Comedy? No, it was just a great name that sold. There were other people who earned sons on the tour also. Sons of Comedy is a name. I'm not an actual son of comedy like Mason Pryor, but I am a son of comedy because comedy birthed me. So you telling me I can't be on a show called Sons of Comedy because Eddie Murphy has the last name saying Murphy? That's ridiculous. Needless to say, this argument did not hold up very well for Brando and his legal team. In the summer of 2014, Brando dropped the entire lawsuit, putting all of the blame on his management team, who was apparently giving him bad advice, which is ironic because this is the exact opposite of what we said in the beginning. In conclusion, legally things could have ended much worse for Brando if Eddie's team decided to take further legal action. But after Brando dropped the lawsuit, the entire situation seemed to go away. Nowadays, it seems that Brando has turned his attention towards entrepreneurship and investing rather than comedy. This entire story is just bizarre and surprisingly not brought up often. But at the same time, it's sad because maybe Brando's career would have turned out differently had he just been himself. There are even a few comedians who said the guy had potential.
Brando Murphy, he was saying that he was Eddie Murphy's son. He acted just like Eddie Murphy. He even
he had his laugh. Mm-hmm. He had Eddie physically, dead on almost. Like not exactly Eddie Murphy, but you would not doubt it in your mind. Like I could buy that. And then he was, as a performer, he was new, but he was okay, right, on stage?
Yeah. He was fine.
He could sell that he was new, but he's Eddie Murphy's kid, Brando.
Brando would even go on to say that Eddie was threatened by his talent. Nobody else has had to grow through what I have over a name. You know what the problem is? It's not the fact that I have a name. It's that my talent is at the level that it is. Eddie feels threatened. Now, there may be a little delusion in this statement, but who knows? If the talent is there, everybody can find an audience. Too bad we may never know.
Yeah.
And now I have an after Brando Murphy story.
Tell me.
I saw him.
Tell me.
I saw him. He was wearing a suit. He was wearing a suit like over there on like Sunset and like Martell. I saw him and I said, "Hey, what's going on, man?" He was like, "Oh, hey, what's going on?" I said, "So what's up, man? You still doing stand up?" He was like, "Nah." I was like, "What are you doing now?" He was like, "I'm selling car insurance."